today what we get to do is show you behind the scenes of how that's working and really where your money goes to help get food to the people who need it right here in your community of the greater Pittsburgh area. And you know, there are small donations and then there are some large donations, and everything counts. I want to show you this check from these folks who have come today to present this check to the Pittsburgh Food Bank. And we're going to start with our friend here from 84 Lumber, Elena. Okay, this is important to you to be here today. Why?
It's always important to give back to the community. You know, 84 Lumber is such a big company. We have locations across the U.S., but we're also homegrown. We're from Pittsburgh. So it's important to give back to, you know, Pittsburgh.
And Michelle from Nemacolin Woodlands Resort, partnering with somebody like the food bank, you can see the impact of a check like this?
Absolutely. We have a strong sense of community and we love to give back. So the Hardy family is big on it, as well as 84 Lumber and Nemacolin. So we're always proud and happy to donate back to the community.
And we have Jennifer from the food bank. I want to ask you the question, $25,000, how far does that go towards your mission?
Right, because $1 can provide up to 3 meals, that's 75,000 meals to the community. And what's so special is, as a matching donor, we are matching all dollars up to $25,000. So giving from home, $1 can provide now $2 worth of food.
Yeah, and that message to somebody sitting at home that says, okay, I don't have $25,000 to give, but I might have 100.
Exactly, so that 100 becomes 200 with that match. 200, you know, is 600 meals.
Yeah, so, okay, this is wonderful. So here you can see this. This is your money at work when you're donating to our WTAE Channel 4 Project Hunger Day of Giving. This group, 84 Lumber and Nemacolin Woodlands Resort, are matching your donations up to $25,000, so making your donations work harder. We're going to get more behind the scenes activity of volunteers and people whose life mission is to help feed their neighbors in need. Much more coming up in the noon hour. Elena, back to you.
Shannon, thanks. We'll check back with you. All right, new at noon, the Washington County Chamber of Commerce announcing a new event center for concerts, conferences, other events. This proposed event center would be located at the Racetrack Road corridor with a convenient access to 79 and 70, also be near the Hollywood Casino and Tanger outlets. Officials say it'll be about 30,000 square feet and fit up to 3,000 people. This came as a result of 2 recent studies finding there is demand for a mid-sized venue in the region, and the project is still well in the planning and developmental stages as the chamber is now looking for partners before breaking ground.
Another warm day for us across western Pennsylvania. We're staying dry as we head through the weekend, but the good news is rain chances will return as we head into next week. It looks like we will have multiple chances to get rain. It may not do a lot, though, for our drought conditions that are worsening across western Pennsylvania, but at this point, we'll take any rain we can get. This is our newest drought monitor. The biggest change is areas of moderate drought. That's this beige color. That's really the first technical level of drought have expanded across western Pennsylvania. So has severe drought. That's everybody in orange, which is generally along and west of I-79 in the portions of Beaver, Allegheny, Washington, and Greene counties. But we also have a small area of extreme drought that has now developed in the parts of Beaver and Washington counties. That's level 3 of 4 on our drought index here, and that means conditions are really drying out. And again, with not a lot of rain in the forecast, we may see all of these conditions worsen before they get better. 85 is where we're heading today. Same thing tomorrow. So if you are making evening plans, high school football tomorrow, if it's Friday night, maybe date night, whatever plans you may have, temperatures will be in the 70s as we head through the evening with lots of sunshine until sunset and then mainly clear skies. We're warm through the weekend as well. 84 on Saturday. We'll increase some clouds on Sunday. Monday, we're at 83 before our first shower chance gets here on Tuesday. And right now, it looks like it's not going to be a widespread heavy rain, but some light showers will drift in across western Pennsylvania, especially late on Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll keep the clouds then on Wednesday as a result, but right now it looks like we dry out on Wednesday. Thursday then will be at 80 degrees and perhaps another chance of seeing some rain showers. This one right now also looks to be later in the day. And again, another light chance of rain across western Pennsylvania. We'll take all of the rain chances we can get. It's hard to find a cloud on Action Cam. That's the case through the day. Today, 75. Your current temperature. Winds are light from the northwest. We're on a pace for the middle 80s later on today, and that's where we are staying all the way through the weekend. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at noon continues after this.
Welcome back. It's 12:24 for your health coverage. As we've talked about, the Menneson School District sent a letter to parents this week warning of at least 5 cases of hand, foot, and mouth disease across its elementary schools. Doctors are saying it's not as contagious as illnesses like the flu, but it does still spread. In addition to generally feeling run down, the telltale symptom of this disease is red dots or blisters, which are not limited to a specific area. Doctors say good hand washing is the best way to prevent it, but if you do get it, stay hydrated.
Almost all cases, they resolve on their own over time. The big things that you really worry about seeking like further medical attention for is dehydration. We know if you have like the blisters in the back of your mouth, they can hurt. So they tend to not want to drink as much as they normally would do.
The Menneson School District says it's actively trying to prevent the spread and is deep cleaning buildings as well as buses. Coming up, getting the most out of your Amazon Prime account. Jeff Rawson will show you the perks you may not even realize you had. Before we go to the break, here's a quick look at the markets. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 at noon. We'll be right back. Now to a new Rawson reports. You may be missing some few free perks that come with your Amazon Prime account. They could save you hundreds, even make you money. Jeff Rawson looked through the fine print.
Did you know your Amazon Prime comes with secret perks? I've got them for you, even money back. Give me 60 seconds or less to show you. No rush rewards. Pick no rush shipping, and Amazon actually pays you in credits. Ebooks, movies, games, free money. Unlimited photo storage. I love this one. Prime gives you unlimited full-res photo storage. That's like hundreds of dollars in photo storage. Free with Prime. Free food delivery. Yep, Prime members get free delivery on Grubhub on orders over $12. We'll use this one in my house, saves us big. And Amazon Delivery Day, not Prime Day, Amazon Day. Pick one day a week for all your Amazon deliveries. It saves clutter, extra boxes, and time. Back to you.
And taking you back out live to the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank at 1228. We're raising money to help those in need for WTAE's Project Hunger Day of Giving. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 anchor Shannon Perrine will be back with us in just a few minutes to tell us how you can donate.
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 starts right now.
It is Friday Eve and everything is calm and quiet on the weather front. However, we do have a code orange air quality day today, and we do finally have some rain in the forecast, Brian.
We do. It's still not until next week, but it looks like multiple chances at rain, which we do need across the area. As Eleanor mentioned, it is a code orange air quality action day, Allegheny and surrounding counties. So if you don't have to go outside today, try not to do so, especially if you're in a sensitive group, elderly, young children, and those with respiratory problems. It's a good day to just kind of hang out inside with the fan or the air conditioning. Drought monitor is also out. We have worsening conditions across western Pennsylvania, which, considering it hasn't rained since last week, this isn't really a surprise. We do see the worsening drought, especially in western parts of the area west of I-79, where we do have severe and now parts of extreme drought in parts of Beaver and Washington counties. And unfortunately, we're going to continue getting worse through the weekend. Middle 80s where we will be through the weekend. We'll increase some clouds on Sunday, but right now it looks like we will remain dry. We are middle 70s across the board. At 80 in Waynesburg is the current warm spot. Everybody else between about 75 and 79. We're on pace for the middle 80s later on today with all of the sunshine. We'll talk about those rain chances next week and time those out for your Futurecast. That's ahead with your complete 4-day plus 4 more.
Brian, thank you. We turn now to President Trump in the United Kingdom, meeting with the British Prime Minister this morning after a farewell ceremony with the King and Queen. ABC's Karen Travers, has the latest from the White House.
President Trump leaving Windsor Castle and King Charles after a day of pomp and pageantry.
A great gentleman and a great king.
Today, the president getting down to business, meeting with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer at his country estate. Trump and Starmer signing an agreement on tech investment and discussing other economic issues, including the president's tariffs.
We've never seen investment like this. Without the tariffs, we would have just a fraction of that.
The president ending his UK trip, taking questions with the prime minister.
We're also working together to end the killing in Ukraine. In recent days, Putin has shown his true face, mounting the biggest attacks since the invasion began.
The one that I thought would be easiest would be because of my relationship with President Putin, but he's let me down. He's really let me down.
Today's events follow a lavish white tie state banquet, King Charles toasting the president.
Mr. President, Mrs. Trump, it is with great pleasure that my wife and I welcome you to Windsor Castle.
And the president returning the favor.
This is truly one of the highest honors of my life. Such respect for you and such respect for your country.
President Trump is the first American president to ever receive 2 state visits to the UK. He and the First Lady returned to the White House this evening. Karen Travers, ABC News, the White House.
New on 4, a fugitive caught 5 years later. The Allegheny County Sheriff's Office says Craig David has been at large since 2020 after failing to show for a pretrial conference for a firearms offense in Jefferson Hills. The office says David was living in an apartment on Brookhaven Road, which is in Morgantown, West Virginia. He was arrested by Monongalia County Sheriff's Office deputies and will soon be extradited back to Allegheny County. The Noosa-Wickley Police Department is urging residents to be vigilant about scammers after a resident lost nearly $25,000 in a computer scam. A pop-up appeared on their computer claiming to be from Microsoft, eventually locking their computer. They were directed to phone a number where someone told them to withdraw the money. They then handed that money over to someone impersonating a federal agent. Police in Aliquippa arrested Xinhua Chen for a series of similar incidents. Chen is an undocumented immigrant and is now being charged and being held in an ICE facility. The race is on to pass a spending bill. House Republicans are trying to push the package forward, but lack of support from Democrats could spark a government shutdown. Washington correspondent Rachel Hersheimer is on Capitol Hill with the steps that need to be taken now.
House Democrats have been clear that we will not support a partisan Republican spending bill that continues to gut the health care of the American people.
The clock is ticking for House Republicans and Democrats to find common ground on a short-term spending bill.
What our bill says is control rising costs, which American people hate, fix health care, which the Republican big beautiful bill decimated.
Democrats are concerned the bill will lead to a spike in health care costs for millions of Americans. They want the package to extend subsidies for low and middle income individuals who purchase health insurance through the Affordable Care Act and reverse Medicaid cuts that were included in Republicans' big beautiful bill enacted earlier this year. Yesterday, Republicans said they will reject these new demands.
It's interesting to me that some of the same Democrats who decried government shutdowns under President Biden appear to have no heartache whatsoever at walking our nation off that cliff right now.
If lawmakers cannot reach an agreement, this could put federal agencies in a tough position.
Well, obviously, if they shut down the government, this is going to be a full government shutdown, unlike the partial one that happened during Donald Trump's first term. We're going to see all government services curtailed, with the exception of vital services.
The House is expected to vote on this short-term spending bill by the end of the week to keep federal agencies funded through November 21st. On Capitol Hill, I'm Rachel Hersheimer.
Covering Washington County and North Franklin Township, we are getting an update on the future of another local shopping mall. Bob Sabbath, the chairman of the township's board of supervisors, says the Washington Crown Center has been sold. He called it a, quote, very joyous day, adding that township leaders do support the sale. He did not identify the buyer and says that information will have to come from the new owners. We'll wait to hear as soon as we get some information. In a little more than a week, the Steelers will make history playing in the NFL's first ever regular season game in Ireland. The matchup against the Vikings next Sunday in Dublin, and it's all happening right here on WTAE Channel 4. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Lily Coleman is taking a look at preparing a traditional Irish breakfast ahead of Steelers morning kickoff.
A home game on the road in Dublin means a 9:30 kickoff back here in the Burgh. So our game day menus may look a bit different. Forget the pierogies and hot dogs. It's potatoes and bangers.
That's very good.
Meet my new friends, Mara Krasinski and Tom Patrone. The husband and wife duo own and operate the Irish Design Center in Oakland. Not only were they kind enough to invite me to the store, but they also made me a full Irish breakfast.
And as we've really immersed ourselves in the culture, it's been amazing for me to say, wait a minute, that's a real recipe? Well, I thought that was just how my granny made it. So we've had a lot of fun rediscovering our culture through our interest in keeping the culture alive in Pittsburgh.
Mara's family has the Irish ancestry. In fact, she started the Irish Festival in Pittsburgh 35 years ago. Tom is Italian by blood, but his heart is all Irish all of the time.
This is where we come to really just be part of a wonderful Celtic Irish community in Pittsburgh.
Irish culture is all about family and friendship, and that has been their favorite part of taking over the store.
People like to come in and shop here and talk about their stories, where their parents were from, their grandparents were from, the trips they've taken, and we just eat it up.
And nothing beats sharing stories while breaking bread. In this case, it was Irish soda bread that Tom made earlier that morning. Also on the plate, rashers, the Irish equivalent of bacon, tomatoes, mushrooms, even baked beans. You can pair it with porridge, and if a sweet treat is more your style, bread pudding is always a great option too.
That is very good.
So give it a try for yourself. Covering Allegheny County from Oakland, I'm Lily Coleman, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Never a bad day on the job when you get to do that. Today is Pittsburgh's Action News 4's Project Hunger Day of Giving to help those with food insecurity. And you have the chance to help those in need throughout the day today. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 anchor Shannon Perrine is joining us live now from the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank located in Duquesne with more on our mission and how you can help. Shannon, I know it is just so easy for people to donate for us today.
Yeah, and we're dedicating this whole day to it here, Elena, like we've done for the past 8 years, raising with you, our viewers, and the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank $2 million. And Elena, you're a new mom. You change diapers. You know how much diapers cost. I just learned something. These are donations right here. I want to show you. It's not food, but some donations that the folks here get into the food bank, because if folks are on SNAP benefits, if they get those SNAP benefits, that does not include diapers. It does not include toiletries. It does not include soap. All right, so folks in Pittsburgh donate these kinds of things, and then the volunteers here come and sort through all of this so that folks who need these items very badly can get them here at the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. WTAE is partnering with this food bank to make sure you can make an investment in your community and that you can help your neighbors. And here's how you do it. You're going to text For Hunger to 50155. We're going to be here all day long to show you how you can help. Elena.
All right, Shannon. We continue our Project Hunger coverage now by looking more at the need of the food bank and the need that they aim to meet. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Sheldon Ingram introduces us to a family in Cambria County who's grateful for the food bank's help.
Last year, the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank provided 48 million meals in 11 counties in southwestern Pennsylvania, 83 miles from Pittsburgh. Lisa Mendoza depends on the food bank in the small town of Hastings in Cambria County.
You have no other resources in the area because our area is so thinned out with the resources.
Mendoza visits food pantries in her area stocked by the food bank. She is a single mother with a disability, relying on Social Security and SNAP benefits.
So when you get to the middle of the month, the end of the month, it's really, really hard to make it through to the end, and the food pantry is the only way a lot of families can make it through. I'm so grateful to anybody that donates money or food to the food pantry. It's so important that people realize that there's a lot of kids that just don't have the food, and the parents just want to supply food for their children, but they just can't.
Mendoza says she is so grateful that she regularly volunteers for the food bank backpack program. In this program, volunteers stuff backpacks with food for children. It is her way of giving back.
So here you are, a recipient, a client of the food bank, but you volunteer for them at the same time.
Yes, yes. It's very important that people get out there and volunteer and help. If you don't have the money to do something, at least you have your life, your body. You can do stuff to help.
That was Sheldon Ingram reporting. We have much more Project Hunger coverage coming up, and we'll tell you how you can help those in need. Welcome back. Today is our Project Hunger Day of Giving, and all day long we are raising money for the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, helping ensure our neighbors do not go hungry. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 anchor Shannon Perrine joining us live once again from the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank with more. And Shannon, we know this is not possible without not only the generous sponsors, but people, our viewers who make even small donations make such a big difference.
No doubt about it, Elena. I want to show you where your donations go. Look at all this jasmine rice, okay? There's so much scale here at the food bank, and they're able to do this work because of donations from people like you. We're talking to a very important person, Josh Murphy here from the food bank. Josh, what's your title?
I'm Director of Supply Chain Strategy.
Really important job. So he's going to let me actually pull this big thing so we see what's behind curtain number 1 here. Look at that. This is a cooler. That cold air just rushed out from here. And you know this is the produce. So Josh, your job is making sure that people who need food, you can connect sort of point A to point B, the donations to the person who needs it, right?
That's exactly right, yeah.
And it's a hard job.
It's a very difficult job. We have a wonderful team of 12 folks who work to figure out what people actually want and need, how to source it, where to source it from, how to maximize our donations to get the best product for the least amount of money.
What would you say to somebody who has donated in the past, maybe even a small amount, about where their donation goes and how you do leverage that to get the most out of that every dollar?
Oh, absolutely. We focus on the products that people who come to our distributions, our neighbors, actually want and need the most. And 58% of the product that we bring in the doors is actually what we call fresh food. We're talking about frozen meat, we're talking about milk, eggs, fresh fruits and vegetables, and we can often source those things for pennies on the dollar compared to what you would pay at the retail store. So it's a huge stretch of money.
Has the food bank gotten better at doing that work and making it more efficient?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been lucky enough over my 17 years to see a transformation from moving 2 million pounds of produce a year to 18 million pounds of produce last year. And we've done that by asking people what they actually want and need and making sure that we source it in a timely fashion and move it out quickly while it's still fresh and delicious for people to consume at home.
Well, I appreciate all your hard work and everybody here at the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. Here's how you can make a donation right now on your phone. Text for hunger to 50155 or go to WTAE.com and then you can make that donation. You can do it really quickly, just takes a few seconds, and it makes a huge impact. We'll be live here throughout the day. For now, I'm Shannon Perrine, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.